So as you can tell from my weirdly messy hair, I just woke up to the weirdest situation ever. There's a harmful algae bloom in Lake Erie, which is where we get our water from. Mom woke up at like 7 o'clock this morning and our grandma was calling and she's like, you can't drink the water, you can't touch the water. And Mom just got out of bed and she put on her sweatpants and sandals and she just went to the grocery store and the whole place was packed, and apparently every single place in the whole area is completely out of bottled water. There is no water. Like anywhere. And it just rained too, so it's like water everywhere and not a drop to drink. They were out of normal water, so we had to get this fancy kind. And also we took a bag of ice and we put it in this thing so we can drink it. Hey Mom.
No.
You don't have to look at the camera.
I don't have any makeup on.
Has this ever happened to you before?
No, this has never happened. Well, I take that back. We had a power outage a couple years ago, and we couldn't drink any water for a couple days.
My grandma is a hairdresser and she's not even allowed to go to work because she can't wash their hair. We can't even get Coke from McDonald's because it mixes with the water in the machine. There's pretty much nothing to drink unless you woke up at the butt crack of dawn and prepared for the apocalypse. This is what my hair looks like when I draw it upside down. Wow. I took a cold shower this morning because if you boil the water, that just makes it worse. And I used, my critical thinking skills and figured out that if you take a hot shower, you're gonna break out in a rash. So this is how I have to brush my teeth. Put some toothpaste on, unscrew a bottle of water, pour the water onto the toothbrush. We're pretty much glued to the TV right now because they keep saying they're gonna announce new information about the water. At first they said we were gonna find out more about it at 9, but now it's like noon and there's still nothing else about it except, people volunteering and stuff. Luckily, we have lots of water. See, Mom went to Kroger yesterday and they just happened to have gotten a new thing of water in, and she like ran over, like pushed her cart over and just like threw some water into her cart and just hurried the heck out of there. Also, my stepdad brought us water from Michigan, which is probably nice water. See, it's even called nice water. I've also been thinking a lot about how people in like third world countries don't have good water ever. Now that I don't have good water, I've been thinking a lot about that, and I'm really glad that for Project for Awesome last year we made water.org our charity, because now I'm really starting to see how that would be incredibly helpful to people. These are pictures of what the water looks like in Lake Erie right now. That is really disgusting. My hair looks really awful, so I'm wearing a hat, but on the news at about 9 o'clock this morning, the mayor came on and announced live that the water is, I have a message. The water is now safe to drink, which is great news, but I'm also not going to drink the water for a while because I am a really paranoid person, and while I do trust the government to some degree, I do not want to drink water. One reporter asked, what are the chances of this happening again? And the mayor replied, what are the chances of you leaving and getting hit by a bus? But yeah, they honestly have no idea if it will happen again. Now that the crisis is pretty much averted, I am going to talk about what actually happened. The algae released a toxin called microcystin, which can attack the central nervous system, I think they said, can cause permanent kidney and liver damage, and it can cause vomiting, diarrhea, all kinds of nasty stuff. So it's like having the flu, except there's not a cure for it. This outbreak was caused by a variety of factors, one of them being that farmers let stuff run off from their fields into the lake for quite a while, and that was a dumb move. I'll link to some articles down in the doobly-doo so that you can read about what happened if you're curious. This crisis was handled really well. There were lots of volunteers, and everyone just stayed really calm. Okay, the best thing to come out of this are the memes. You should follow me on Twitter because I've been posting stuff on Twitter about this the whole time. Here's my Twitter, and I will leave you with that.